What is going on YouTube? Today I am recording this video that I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm recording a ranking of the Pixar films from worst to best. The Pixar films are very important to me. They've been a huge part of my childhood and I still love them today. So I think I should let you guys know my personal opinions and my favorites and my least favorites. So let's get started right now. Coming in at number 19 is Cars 3. It's a pretty poor Pixar movie and does not live up to the franchise. And it pretty much goes completely off the topic of cars. And although they are just cars, it pretty much erases all character development that came about in the original. Number 18, I have Brave. Brave just really didn't appeal to me as a movie as a whole, and for that reason, it's at the bottom of my list. Number 17, The Good Dinosaur. This movie I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed the cinematography even for an animated film, but it just has a weak storyline, so for that reason it's 17. Number 16, A Bug's Life. I think it was just simply not part of my childhood. I don't really enjoy the movie, and it is my second favorite bug movie behind Ants. Number 15, Coco. I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't seen this one yet. I'm sure it's good, but for that reason, I just have to put it at the end. I haven't seen it. Number 14, I have Ratatouille. I feel like the plot's too small. It's kind of irrelevant because it's about a rat, and it's a little overrated by critics, and I just didn't enjoy it overall. Number 13 is Cars. Cars 3 didn't have a high expectation because Cars 2 was absolute straight trash. But, I enjoyed it, but it just can't crack that top 10, so it's sitting right out here at number 13. Number 12, I have Finding Dory. Don't get me wrong, it was a pretty good movie, but to me it felt like kind of a cash grab because I felt it was unnecessary. And as much as I love Finding Nemo, Finding Dory just didn't amaze me. At number 11, I have Inside Out. This surprised me that I loved it so much, but it was a great film and it really played with the emotions, and it's kind of ironic actually because it's what it's about. Now that we're at top 10 in our list, we are approaching some of my favorite films. The monster films are awesome, and I just love the universe, and it's so intriguing, just the storyline and the theories, and I had to put Monsters University in top 10. It's not a fan favorite, but I just love Mike and Sully so much, so for that reason, I have it number 10. Number 9, I have Cars. It is for sure the best in the trilogy. I love the characters, and they make you feel actually emotionally connected towards cars that aren't human beings. And it's obviously one of the Pixar classics, so I have it at number 9. Number 8 is Wall-E. This movie was just creative. They used very little dialogue, and yet it's such an amazing movie. You can connect with the robots, and it's amazing that Pixar could do that, so I love this movie, and I have it at number 8. Number 7, Toy Story 3. Toy Story is probably my favorite Pixar franchise. Number 3 was pretty much just as good as the rest of them, but there's so many good movies coming ahead of it, I have to put it at 3. Or I have to put it at 7. Number 6, Incredibles. Incredibles is also an awesome film. I've probably seen this movie at more than any Pixar movie, and I know like every line. So, yeah, I love The Incredibles. I can't wait for the second one this summer. Number 5, we're approaching our top 5, and these are my absolute all-time favorites. Finding Nemo. This movie immersed you in a world that was like no other. It's an awesome film to watch, and I love it. It's great. But one movie I do like more than it is Monsters, Inc. Number 4 is Monsters, Inc. This movie is just insane. Me and my friends love this movie, and we just theorize about this movie. It is so funny. It's such a great story. It's so creative, and it's 100% one of Pixar's all-time greats. And now we reach our top 3. These movies mean a lot to me, as does Toy Story. Toy Story I was obsessed with as a kid. I had every single character that is featured in the movie. I collect a bunch of memorabilia from it, and it meant so much to me. I just loved. I don't know what it was about it. I just loved it so much. The friendship qualities in the film and just the toys are awesome, and I have it at number 3 for that reason. It was really hard to put it here at number 3, but the movies in front of it are better. But this one just has so much nostalgia with me that I'm gonna put it here at number 3. Toy Story 2 is actually my favorite film in the franchise, in the 3 Toy Stories, And I just love the story. I feel like it's intense, like for a Toy Story movie. And yeah, it's an awesome story, and it introduces Jesse and Bullseye, which are like major characters for the rest of the series. And I'm actually really excited to see what they do for Toy Story 4. Hopefully they can keep the good run going of getting like 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes. And now we are approaching the number one Pixar movie, and that, my friends, is Up. Up is truly an amazing story. It is so creative. It's so fun. The first 10 minutes, Mr. Fredricksen loses his wife, and they pretty much break your heart. They rip it out right there, brutally, Pixar does. But then the rest of the movie is just awesome. It immerses you in such a fun experience. It's so original. The characters are awesome. I love this film, and it makes you want to tie some balloons to your house and send it right up. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, why don't you go down and comment your ranking of all the Pixar films? I would really like to know what your guys' opinions are. It was really hard to explain it. I kind of put myself on the spot, actually. I didn't really explain all of them well, but now you know my set in stone ranking of all the Pixar movies.